this is sancoche, a delicious melee of Caribbean people, food and craft. One of our favorite things to eat in Trinidad is soup, so I decided to do an episode which we've called Soups for the Soul. And it's a combination of a really traditional soup, our namesake, a sancoche, and we're also going to be making a couple funkier, fresher soups that are really quick and easy to make and obviously delicious. So to start off with, we're going to do a kind of Thai-inspired hot and sour soup. Spicy clears the sinuses. You know, the good soup sign is when you're wiping your nose and you're wiping your eyes because you have just had the best soup experience. That's what we're going for with this soup, okay? So what we're going to put in it is a whole bunch of different really flavorful aromatic ingredients. And we're going to start with some chili. The one thing you need to know about chili is, obviously, in the same way as you can't handle Scotch bonnet, you really should not be attempting to handle chili either. So I'm using a fork. Right, so let's get rid of the seeds because that's where a lot of the heat resides. And you know, better to add a little pepper after than to have too much pepper to begin with and spoil your soup altogether, right? This soup is like a broth. Okay. So into my pot, we're gonna put a little bit of chili. I've got also here just a little bit of pimento, lovely flavor. This soup is really flavorful, just want to keep that in mind. I've got just a little bit of ginger, so I'm going to maybe slice about an inch, nice thin slices, and those are going in there. I've got, these are called kaffir leaves, they're sort of lime leaves which are preserved dried, so that we can put maybe 2 of those in. A little bit of fish sauce, maybe 2 teaspoons. A little bit of soy sauce, again about 2 teaspoons, which I estimate to be about that many shakes. And we're just going to put this on the stove. I'm going to just cover everything with a little broth. This is chicken stock or vegetable stock, you can use either one. All right, I forgot to add the shadow benny. And I also have just a little bit of basil, some fresh basil from the garden, so. All right, so the best thing to do with a shadow benny, you want really sort of pretty ribbons of shadow benny. I'm just rolling it up. Whoops. And I'm basically going to cut. So this is not a soup you're going to cook for hours and hours, right? This cooks in 5 or 10 minutes and it's ready and you have to eat it right away. Otherwise, you lose all your beautiful color. So I've got some shadow benny in there. Or you could use some cilantro if you have it. I'm going to put in, you know, a couple of leaves of basil. It smells good. I wish you could smell it. Like so. And I have some lime as well. Right, let's get this. I'm just going to zest the lime a little. You could use lemongrass if you've got lemongrass. We don't, so I'm just going to use a little lime. Like so, just a little zest. And a little bit of juice. Catching the seeds. And you just want this broth to come to the boil. What I can do is I'm going to add a little coconut milk powder to it. To give it a little coconutty. So I'm going to add a couple spoonfuls or forkfuls. And just break up the lumps in the coconut. I also have a little bit of chili flavored oil. Why not? So let me use a little bit of this. Oops. Gonna add the rest of my vegetable stock. So I just have a couple more things to add, and then the soup will be ready. I've got, I have some mushrooms here, which I'm just gonna, again, very thin slices of. And then the really special element that makes the soup kind of precious. I've got some really nice shrimp. These ones are already cooked, so I really just have to put them in at the very end practically. So I'm going to be quite decadent, and I'm going to put in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Because I love shrimp, and these ones will go such a beautiful color. There we go. Look at that, it's looking very nice. And I'm going to add just a couple leaves of very fresh pak choi. You could tear it up if you wanted to, but I really like how the whole leaf is going to look in there. I'm going to put the lid on and just let that steam very gently for about a minute or two. And in the meantime, spoon, some chopsticks, so you can kind of fish out all your bits of shrimp and special things. A ladle. Let's take one look, and there you have, look at that, beautiful colors, shrimp are in there, pak choi is steamed, the soup's ready. So let's have a little taste. We'll grab up a whole bunch like so. Wow, I think I got about 30 shrimp just now. Let me, a little broth. Have a taste. Completely delicious.